February 20th, 1967. Aberdeen, Washington, in the misty, gray northwest corner of the United States. The air was damp, the sky low and heavy with clouds. Here, a boy was born who would later be known as the prophet of grunge. His name, Kurt Donald Cobain. His father, Donald, worked as a car mechanic. His mother, Wendy, was a waitress at a local restaurant. They were young, hopeful, and to the outside world looked like an ideal couple. But that illusion slowly unraveled over time. While they weren't poor, the house was filled with a tension that no one spoke about. Arguments broke out frequently, and long silences filled the spaces in between. Even as a child, Kurt sensed something wasn't right. Kurt was born with a deep sensitivity. He picked up on every unspoken emotion that passed through his home. His mother could be volatile, angry and tearful without warning. His father remained distant, a man of few words and rigid expectations. For Kurt, home wasn't a safe haven. It was a place to tiptoe through, trying not to shatter. Unable to find a place where he belonged, Kurt stopped expressing himself outwardly. Instead, he turned inward, drawing strange images and scribbling cryptic words in notebooks. They weren't lyrics, not yet, but they were a way out, a way to process the alienation he felt so deeply. And yet, the family still had to present a facade. In formal family portraits, Kurt forced a smile. To outsiders, they may have looked like a typical middle-class household. But behind those smiles, the boy was slowly falling apart. School offered no refuge. Teachers called him difficult. Classmates kept their distance. His silence was labeled as gloom. Kurt avoided speaking whenever possible, instead choosing to draw, to observe, to listen. Even his school essays during this time were filled with themes of death and loss. Teachers were baffled, but for Kurt, it was the only outlet he had. And deep inside, something was beginning to stir, something musical. His first real encounter with music came by chance. His Aunt Mari let him borrow an old guitar. At first, he mimicked the songs he heard on TV. But soon, he was chasing a different sound, his own. Self-taught, instinctive, raw. It became his sanctuary, his only truth. For a boy who felt alone at home and school, music was the only thing that didn't lie. It wasn't yet a song, but it was a beginning, a whisper that would soon become a roar. In 1993, on the opening track of In Utero, Kurt sang, "That legendary divorce is such a bore." The song, "Serve the Servants," was dripping with irony. But behind that sarcasm lay a 9-year-old boy watching his world collapse. This wasn't just a song. It was a reimagined memoir, a reflection on his father, his broken home, and the price of fame. It was Kurt trying to keep his balance, laughing at the past to stop it from consuming him. Serve the Servants wasn't about reminiscing. It was an act of severance. He was tired of pain, numb to the wounds, fed up with the public's curiosity. He didn't want to explain anymore. And yet, in every line, the air of his childhood still lingered. Why do we keep revisiting the past? Kurt may have known the answer. He wasn't trying to cut ties, but to make peace. The song is a document of cool rage, his way of rebuilding from the ruins. The collapse of his family was the foundation of everything he became. Through music, he exhaled the pain he couldn't put into words. And in doing so, he posed a question to the world. Next time, we'll explore how the silence of his loneliness became something in the way. Kurt Cobain's presence still lives on in the hearts of countless fans around the world. If this video has brought you closer to his life or his music, please consider liking and sharing it so that his voice can reach someone else too. Even a small action like that can help carry his spirit into the future.